Hi guys, this is Rosemary, and it's very early this morning, but I need to answer, not answer, but I got a letter, and this is not the first letter I've gotten like this, and I've done videos about it, and I just feel like I need to voice how I feel about it. And it's about Re-GAIN, and it's funny that you know, I get it today because I was speaking to a friend of mine here on the ranch, and she was telling me about someone that she just met that had it, I think she said 3 years ago, and is on her way to gaining it all back. And this particular person that wrote to me has questions like, how did it escape me? How did I not follow instructions? What is wrong with me? You know, I can't read the whole letter. I'm not going to. But excuse me, I've got something in my throat. What I want to tell you, sweetheart, is the same thing I've been saying from the get-go. I'm out 7 years, and I just never have seemed to see that number that I see for my body, but my body already sees it for me. Did it make sense? I want to be 130, and I'm not that far away. But my body is comfortable where I'm at. So I push and push and push, and I'll see 147 for a day or so, and then it'll jump right back up. But that does not mean that I don't keep striving for it. Does that make sense? And I have to stop thinking, okay, I'm going to get to 130, I'm going to get to 130. For me. I'm not saying it for anybody else. Please, this is my version. This is me talking. This is Rosemary talking. Because I do also get those letters that say, you know, anyway, I don't even want to go there. In order for you to stop beating yourself up, for one thing, just stop beating yourself up. I mean, it makes no sense beating yourself up. I'm going to go, and I'm going to say it again, just go get her done. Start drinking your water. Start eating 3 meals a day. If you have to have a snack, eat a high protein snack. You know what that is. You've been out long enough. It's not about beating yourself up. I could beat myself up until I'm blue in the face. I'm never going to stop wanting to be 130. I'm sorry, that ain't gonna ever happen. And when I see it, I just might faint on you guys. I'm never gonna stop wanting it. And that determination gets me to stay on track. Does that make sense? It's like the train that stays on track. You know, it stops, lets people off, you get back on, you stay on track. Sometimes we get off, but we have to learn to get back on that train, because we got to get to where we're going. We have got to get to where we're going. I'm getting to where I'm going. I'm just not getting there the same time everybody else is getting there. They're getting off their train, that's fine. They got off the train, they got to their goal. You know, I sometimes feel like God's giving me this, and I'm back in my gown, but you know it's early. I feel like sometimes God has me here for a purpose. I know that sounds crazy, you know, to some people. And sometimes I say, oh, I don't, you know, I just want to move. I just want to move that scale. I want to just move that number. I just want to keep going. And yet, I see myself shrinking. And I know I keep saying that. Now remember, repetition is good. You'll hear me repeat things all the time. But what I want to tell you, and what I told my friend here on the ranch, was that it's never too late. It's never too late. You know, you're saying that you think it's too late. You think you've probably already lost the size of your pouch. And if you really feel that, and you've got insurance, because you don't explain that if you have insurance, then I would go get checked out. If you've got a doctor that can check you out, and he might suggest the Rose, it's called Rose, it's called, of all things, it's got my name in it, but it's called the Rose procedure. And what they do is they just kind of like make the pouch smaller by catching it, and it kind of turns like that, you know, it makes the pouch smaller. But if I could find out if my pouch stretched and I could get the Rose, I'd do it. But I don't need it, because let me tell you, I know that I cannot eat like I used to eat back when I didn't have gastric bypass. I still eat small portions. I mean, you know, an egg in the morning satisfies me perfectly, you know. I don't eat until I've done an hour of exercise. That's just me, okay? And anyway, there's a reason why, you know, Guns is the ones that taught us to do that, and it's just better. He says that it's remember, I'm not in no health guru or anything. I follow Guns, which is Connie's husband, and he says that it's like you're in a fasting mode in the morning, so it's better to do your exercise and then eat, because then it's like those calories are just being burnt off by what you just did as exercise. So anyway, sounded pretty good to me, and I like, you know, not eating till after I exercise. But anyway, so going back to what I was saying about Re-GAIN, it's not that you can't do it, sweetheart. You've gotten off the train and you have worked the pouch to your capacity. But I'm going to tell you, I am witness. I am here to tell you that I did the same thing. I regained, I want to say last year, but I think it's been almost 2 years now. And I got it off, okay? I got it off. I started back doing the same thing that I should have been doing from the get-go. Remember, I did not have the rules at the beginning. So I learned from YouTube. I learned from all my friends here that said they were eating a cup of food, and that the pouch starts, I learned that the pouch starts at 1/4 of a cup. So I'm not saying for you to do it, but I'm telling you what I did. I forced myself to eat 1/4 a cup of food. And I was eating lentils, and I was eating beans, and I was eating, that was one of those things that I wanted to feel full, so I was eating like chicken and steak. Steak will make me feel full. A steak doesn't do very well in my pouch, but things that made me satisfied. So it's not like you're going to eat 1/4 of something that's not going to make you satisfied. You got to eat something that's going to make dense protein, solid protein. Solid protein's the best. And when I say I ate beans, I didn't eat beans with soup, like with the water. It was just the beans. I mean, just the lentils, you know, and believe me, it'll satisfy you. Anyway, and lots of vegetables. You know, I ate the protein first, and whatever bites I could of broccoli seemed to fill me up the best. You know, if you can do broccoli. So anyway, and I began to feel full. I began to feel full with 1/4 of a cup. And then I kind of moved it up and started feeling I needed a little bit more, so I started doing 1/2 a cup. And I worked myself up to an hour of exercise. I started at 10 minutes, then 15 minutes, then 20 minutes. And I did get a call from my friend that said, "Who are you fooling? Come on, you can do this. If you can do 10 minutes, I know you can do 20 minutes. If you can do 20 minutes, I know you can do, you know." Okay. So we need each other, guys. We need each other to keep supporting each other, keep pushing ourselves, and not push like making ourselves, but inspiring each other. I'm inspired every time I see somebody that is doing it, and that's with weight loss surgery and without weight loss surgery. It can be done. Why do I know this? Because I did it. I did it. Yes, I ended up having gastric bypass because the doctor said, "Look, if you don't have something to help you, you're going to go back to past 400 pounds, okay?" But I did it. I took 300 pounds off with the Atkins diet. Was it easy? No. Was it challenging? Yes. I think I liked the fact that I was losing and getting smaller, and I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to go backwards. I wanted to go forward. So I kept pushing myself to go forward. The only reason I got off track, and I will tell you, is because honestly, I thought I didn't need it anymore. I thought I got married and, you know, I don't need it anymore. I can get back to it tomorrow. I can get back to it tomorrow. Well, that's the problem with my mentality, that I kept thinking I could get back to it. And days just went through my fingers, and I never got to it. A day kept, you know, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you know, turned into months. They kept slipping through my fingers, and I wasn't doing anything about it. So don't take your days. Don't let them slip through your fingers. Do something about it. Do something about it right now. If you're watching me right now and you want to stop the regain or stop the you know, whatever, you can do it. You have the tool to do it. And if you don't have the tool, this is a tool. Use this tool. Because you know what? Most of the tool that we're using, even if we have weight loss surgery, is this tool right here. Be smart. Drink your water. Believe me, it's going to make you full faster. People say, drink water. That doesn't make me full. If you drink enough, it does. Oh, yeah. I don't do the Crystal Light or anything because I believe that the aspartame just makes you hungry. I do coffee. I'm sorry. I do coffee. And coffee keeps me from not eating so much, believe it or not. And it keeps me regular. So that's just a disclaimer. I know, you know, don't go by me. People talk about it all the time. So I love you guys. And please don't beat yourself up, sweetheart. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just start again today. And I know you wrote to me, and I try to make this as private as possible. I never ever want to hurt anyone. Honestly, that's not my intention. I take the time to do these videos for you. I take the time to read these letters. I take the time to do videos because I love you guys. Honestly, there is no... I'm not getting anything out of this other than love, respect, and inspiration. Please know that. Please know that. I love you guys. And don't beat yourself up. I'll be back. I'm going off to do my elliptical now. I sure am. Bye for now. Oh, and yesterday I did an hour. I felt good enough to do an hour. So today, an hour. Here I go. Bye for now.